Hello. Hey. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys doing? I don't know how to speak, damn it. I spent a whole day without speaking, and then this happened. I don't know how to speak anymore. But either way, hello guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome to yet another Pokemon Platinum stream. Hope you guys are doing mighty fantastic. Hope you guys had a wonderful time ever since we last seen each other yesterday, where we were playing some Elden Ring. So, in the meantime, from that time to today, in the last couple of hours, how have you guys been? Hope you guys have been mighty fantastic. I've been good. A lot of work today. So, I'm a bit tired, my brain's a bit foggy, but I'll manage it, right? We'll be able to manage it. Either way, welcome. And today we're back to some Pokemon Platinum, and we're gonna continue with the story that we've been going through, right? We just went out and fought the evil guys. We just defeated Cyrus, we caught Giratina. In fact, let me just go to some sort of city. I guess I can go to Pastoria City here, the first one that popped up in mind. And we are going to say hello to Nightmares Incarnate, to be fair. We're just gonna say hello to Nightmares Incarnate as we're going to see our Giratina here, which I don't even remember what name we gave to her. Wait, where's Giratina? Oh, there you are. Hard to miss her, to be fair. Yeah, Nyx, our Giratina right here, caught after the whole debacle against Cyrus in the Distortion World. And now we're going to be progressing through the gyms, and we're gonna go towards that which is the last gym before the Elite Four. So we're gonna get really close to where to the final challenge and to the end of this challenge is, considering if I do or not end up finishing it in one go. Hopefully, praying. Let's do it. But in the meantime, let's look at the team situation here for a little bit. This is the team that we have in our party. I'm going to try and adapt it a little bit towards the challenges that we're going to be facing, like right now. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have my resources open here, but I think that right now what we need to do is go to, well, one of the places, one of the cities that we haven't been to. So let me just check that. I think that's where we need to go. Let me see. I guess I can check it with Fly. For example, here on Starlight. Yeah, we need to go to Sunny Shore City. Sunny Shore City. Yeah, exactly. Here in Sinnoh. Where we're going to be facing... What's his name? I forget his name. But it's the electric type gym leader. It's Volkner. We're going to be fighting Volkner. Our levels, actually, let me just check, because I'm not sure if we're dangerously close. I don't think so. I think that we're fine when it comes to our levels. His highest level Pokemon is Electivire, which is level 50. So we're going to be going against that one, which is good. Level 50, we still have some leeway, and most of the Pokemon that are here are not even going to be used in this battle in specific. So but first, before we get there, we need to make our way there, right? We need to get out of Pastoria City, or, well, I don't even know which one's the best way of getting there, because there's two ways of getting there, right? I can go... Oh no, we can only go through from the west part of the city, which makes sense. Let me just lower the volume here a little bit for myself, because it's a little bit loud. Once again, we're still in this transition phase, so do let me know if the audio is way too loud for for you guys. If my mic is way too loud comparatively to the music from the game, that would be very, very, very much appreciated. But what we need to do right now is head towards Route 222, so 222. And the best way to get there is from the Grand Lake Hotel, which, if I'm not mistaken, is directly fun. Hey Gabiru, how are you doing? Welcome, thank you. Thank you for letting me know regarding the... what's his name? Regarding the volume, yeah. So, we're gonna make our way to... I think that Veilstone City is... No, actually, it seems to be easier to get it from here, from Pastoria, so... We should be fine when it comes to levels. When in regards to the routes that we're going to be walking towards. I kind of wish that there was a way of getting to that place through the... if there was a fly location for the Grand Lake Hotel, but I guess that's not the case. Ooh, it's raining. I'm pretty sure that I've caught Pokemon in these routes. I've been here before, so in theory I should be fine. I use rock climb to get over here. And oh wait, okay, it's fine, whatever. Yeah, I've caught Pokemon here, so I don't need to worry about that. In the meantime, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the stream that we had today from Elden Ring. Right now, I'm really happy because the two streams that I've done in regards to Elden Ring have been, well, super fun in on itself, but also very... I feel like I've learned quite a bit of the game in those streams. I've been stuck in some parts, which is normal, but I haven't really been stuck to the point where I'd stay a single stream trying to do the same thing, not being able to do so. But for those who weren't there, yesterday we defeated the Hound and learned how valuable shields are. And I thought I had learned about the value of reading item descriptions, but for lore reasons. But guess what? I did not. I did not because, hear me out, I actually didn't read the descriptions. I only read their effects. Aerialist is pretty big here. Might be pretty big. I might use it in some form against someone in a battle, so that's useful. But yeah, apparently I've I've looked at the effects of the item, but not their actual description when it comes to lore. So my friend Fickboy told me that I was doing things wrong, and I guess I'm a wiser man now than I was before. So that's fun for sure. Once again, like I did last time that we played Pokemon Platinum, I am not going to be speeding up because I just want to enjoy the sound of it, and we're not going to be grinding that much when it comes to the stream, because we were doing the whole rare candy debacle, and we don't need to spend entire streams grinding like we did in the past for challenges such as the Pokemon Crystal one. So it's for sure a cheat, but it's a cheat more for the quality of life of the stream rather than anything else. Now, there's a rock climb thing over there, but I can't get there. How do I get... I'm kind of sidetracking to... Ooh, okay, I know how to get there, I think. Or at least I have a somewhat small idea on how to do it. Apparently not. Oh, no. You guys don't fool me. Let's go. I'm gonna get 2 items, I think. Wait. Oh. Okay. I thought I was stuck for a second. No, that was not the case. But yeah. What how about you guys? How has your life been? How are you guys been holding up? Did something interesting happen between yesterday or the last time that we saw each other? And one thing that I know that I didn't talk about yesterday because I was so focused on the game rather than interaction, which is kind of a bad thing and something that I want to talk about a little bit. And maybe it's just more of a way of me to feel less self-conscious about the way that I play these games rather than anything else, really. Because I feel personally, that when I'm playing games in which I still not that imply a lot of in the moment decision and acting when with your hands and actually playing, not like Pokemon, which is like turn-based. I mean, and in situations where you have to be like very much paying attention and reflecting on the spot, I do tend to focus a lot more on talking about the game itself rather than talking a little bit more to the stream, right? It's more me grunting and saying stuff like, oh my god, I screwed up here. And wait, what's going on? What do you want? Stop. Yes, you. Sunny Shore City, which is down, had a major blackout. Crews are working on restoring power, but roads closed now. Okay, so I guess that there's something else that I need to do. Either that or... No, this is the only access point. So... I'm going to need to search how to get to the city that I need to go to. That's fun. So what's its name? Sunny Shores. How to go to Sunny Shore City on Platinum. Okay. Or the Distortion World Batter capture will go all the way to Sandgem Town and... Oh, right! There's one thing that I forgot to do right at the beginning of the stream. I need to go to... I need to talk to Professor Rowan in... Not Canalave. Orbur... Sandgem. Wait, Sandgem? Yeah, that's where he was last time around. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Cynthia alludes to the fact that we need to go there, but I completely forgot about that being a thing. So that's kind of the reason. That's kind of the bad thing about me not streaming for 2 weeks, because I only play these games when I'm on stream, right? So if I only play them on stream and then I stop streaming for like a year or more, it will like happen before, and in this case in specific, for a week or so, I might forget some things. And this was exactly the case, yeah. So I need to go to the research lab and talk to Professor Rowan. And, oh god, I didn't check if there were going to be any battles. Okay, let's see. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're fine. Nez, you've come back. You leave me speechless. You've done it. You've really done it. You really have done it. Whatever. Never has never has my heart pounded this hard for so long in my 60 years of living. After you left, the professor did a lot of checking around. He got really worried about you, Nez. He got in touch with people he knows to rustle up help. You didn't need it, Nez. I'm glad to see you back safe too. Cool. That's dope. Oh yes, there was something I had to tell you. The 3 Pokemon of the lakes appear to have returned to their home, so tell me, how are things going for you? The Pokedex? A total of 162. And I'm not sure if this number is fine or if it's normal. If this number makes sense, or if it's just because I had to have Azure recreate the save from where I was before, but it's whatever. And the number of badges? Well, you've got 7 already. That only leaves Sunny Shores Gym. You've come this far, why not obtain the Sunny Shores badges? Why not challenge the Pokemon League? That's exactly what I'm trying to do. This is the point of the challenge. That will broaden your horizons further than ever before, not to mention the opportunities to meet even more Pokemon. Is that it? Oh yes, if you see Cynthia, please give her my best regards. Okay, is that it? Do I just need to... I actually didn't want to do that. Oh, but it's still here. I wanted to talk to Lucas. I was thinking, those Pokemon you met, Nez, were the ones that could be the creators of the Sinnoh region? I think so, yes. Cool, and theoretically, that has given us the... what we needed in order to go to that other spot, to... what's it called? To Sunny Shore City. But I want to go to Floroma first, because I just realized here on my map that I have some berries planted, and I have completely forgotten about that. And if I'm not mistaken, they're going to be stuff like citrus berries, which I want to plant as much as I can, just so I can have some healing for my Pokemon in the Elite Four. But it's not over here. Maybe it's best to go to... Oh, I remember where it was. I think they were closer to Eternus City, to the left side of Eternus City. Let me just be sure. I'm assuming. What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Classic me. Return to forest. Do I have cut? Fuck, I don't have cut. I want to go around. Okay, whatever. I'll go through here. There's no issue in me going over here. I just want to avoid being... I just want to avoid random encounters, to be fair, just to make it as fast as I can. I could have used the repel. Me. What's the point? Badoo, I missed my Badoo. I missed my Roselia. That was so stupid from me, the way that I lost my Roselia. But yeah, I want to get my berries all caught up and put more berries growing. Like, make more berries grow. Because if I do that, it's going to be a lot easier for me, theoretically. Right? Wait, I don't know where I'm going. I actually don't know the layout for this spot. I was kind of just thinking about it like it was... Viridian Forest. Like, just going down. But I don't think that's the way that it goes. No, that's not the way that it goes, for sure. I think I need to go up. I think I need to go over there, yeah. Yeah, there's a pathway. Avoiding these guys. Oh, right, this is the place where you have to escort... The escort mission. Of course, everyone loves that in their games in general. Especially in Pokemon. Escort... Double battles with people with AI that you don't control. Those are always fun. I probably shouldn't have Starlight up front. But Intimidate does lower the encounter rate outside of battles, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if this is something from this generation already, but I'm pretty sure that this is one of the abilities that has a hidden effect outside of battle. This one being the fact that you just encounter less Pokemon. I think it was over here. Yeah, I think it was over here. Was it in Fuego Ironworks? I'm so confused. Why is it in... What? Why do I have it planted on Fuego Ironworks? I'm so confused. Oh, whatever. I did find some berries. Yeah, citrus berries. There you go. I'm going to try and find and plant them again, but do it for Kelpsea. I don't remember what Kelpsea did, so I'm just going to check. Let's see, Kelpsea berry. This is gonna be one of those that don't really matter. Proof an ingredient, using it makes a Pokemon more friendly, but also lowers its attack. So I'm going to try and find a place where keeping my berries is going to be a little bit easier. I'm gonna search for berry patches, Pokemon Platinum, just in order for me to, just for it to be easier. Salacian Town. What the hell is a Salacian Town? I don't think I've been there. Fight area, survival area, resort area. Oh, I must have been there. Astoria. Oh, Salacian. There you go. I guess that I'll plant them there. It's wrong. Oh, there's also the one in Floroma. So I'm gonna. Floroma is just fitting. Planting some berries in Floroma is just fitting to where we want to be. So it's Floroma Town, outside of Pick a Peck, Colors Flower Shop. Oh, this one? I can actually plant a berry here. That's fun. I'm gonna plant both my citrus berries because I don't think that I'm going to be needing them. Okay, so I want to sprinkle some water. I'm happy. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this one. And that's pretty much what I want to do before I start going towards the sunny shore. I need to start thinking about first of all, I need to find which Pokemon I can use to catch more Pokemon, because this is going to be an entire new area. There are a couple new areas that I'm going to be exploring, and therefore that allows me to have new encounters. So I'm trying to remember what Pokemon do I have that have moves that inflict status condition guaranteed. Definitely not this one. No. 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 I mean, this one has Yawn, so Ariana is gonna come because she has all these, well, HMs that are going to be useful, and also has Yawn. Yawn might be useful here for me to catch some Pokemon. For sure. The Route 222 actually has some big level Pokemon. I'm trying to see which ones are going to be the best ones for me, because I'm not sure yet. Also need to check what trainers I'm going to be facing. Seems to be chilled, and it's just straight up from one town to another. A single one. I'll keep Wave Dash for Fly. I'm not so sure if I'll want Spirit. Let me just check the trainers. We want to check the trainers. In Platinum, we're going to be facing water types, like a fair bit of water types. An electric type would be very useful. My only electric type, no, my most important electric type is gone though. I might bring... Some of these might be not mandatory, so maybe I shouldn't worry that much, but it's... Yeah, it's whatever. I'll just keep Rapidash out of it because it's not going to be useful at all. And I'm going to bring Gallade, Giga Chat here. For this battle, I want to keep this chick. I'm not sure if I'll want... What's her name? The Crystal. I'm not sure if I'll want Crystal. Probably it's fine to keep Crystal. I can do with this team. But I'd like an electric type. The only electric type that I have is... Rotom. Ooh, that's kind of... Okay, whatever. This should be good enough. We will do it. Right, out of Floroma and on to the next one, which is going to be... Well, I guess that I need to do the exact same pathing that I did from Pokemon... It's not from Pokemon. From a couple of minutes ago, where I went to Pastoria City and to the lake and whatnot. It is what it is. It's fine. Just allows us to enjoy the music from this game a little bit more. Let's keep going. And I was going to mention... Right. I was talking a bit about the Elden Ring stream, and I guess that I wanted to talk about the... I guess I'm trying to get maybe either constructive feedback or positive reinforcement with what I'm about to say, for a very specific reason. So, like I said, whenever I'm playing games like Elden Ring, Hades not so much anymore because I've gotten pretty decent at that game, but ever since that I started playing those kinds of games, I feel like I don't talk that much to chat in games like that, because there's always something happening. Oh, I want to give a couple of rare candies to my Gallade. Give me a second. Rare candy to Gallade. I'm going to give him like 5. So it reaches like level 48 as well, just like the rest of the team. I have everything very, very balanced out except for Crystal, I guess. Pulse 5. It prevents the flow from fainting. No, I don't want this. Not useful. I mean, might be useful for what I'm doing now, which is trying to catch a Pokemon. Well, let's try and see what we'll get. I actually want to see what catches I can get, or what encounters I can get here. I think it's going to be super important, or particularly important, because... Let me check. So from Surf I can't get anything because I already got Tentacruel and Wingull, those evolutionary ones. From Old Rod Magikarp I already have it. From the Good Rod I can get a Remoraid and use it to get an Octillery. And then what? From just walking? From walking I can... Wait, didn't I get a Magnemite? I thought I got a Magnemite in... Okay, no, I want to do the Pokemon search. Give me a second. 8 is heaviest. Sure. No. I've never used the Pokédex ever. Name is MNO. Type. Okay, whatever. I don't need that much. Where is Magnemite? Hello? Magnum. Oh, I don't have a Magnemite. So there are Pokemon that I can get here in this game. Ooh, getting an Electabuzz would be fun. I think that's what I want to get. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I'm guaranteed either an Electabuzz or a. I'm guaranteed either an Electabuzz or a Magnemite in this route, but I do want to be careful here with... I guess that I can change to Yggdrasil afterwards. Probably Ariana can... So yeah, I want to put Ariana up front. Wait, I want to check the Pokeballs that I have too. That's kind of important. Otherwise I'm just going to be missing out on the encounter. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, I have a shit ton of Ultra Balls. Wait, what does Timer Ball do? More time or less time? Somewhat different ball that becomes progressively better the more turns there are in a battle. Okay. So I'll try and get an Electabuzz, please. That would be very appreciated. Chat thought I already have it, so I'm going to say screw that and move on to the next encounter. You guys know what I'm gonna call our Electabuzz if I do find one. Luxio is not going to be the choice here either because I already caught one. Although I'm not sure how Nuzlocke work in that regard. Like, imagine that I've caught a Luxio. Yeah, so people who've played Nuzlocke before and that have some more experience than I do in this case, I'd like to know how does this usually work? Imagine that I caught a Luxio, one of those evolutionary ones, right? And then it dies. Can I catch another one, or does that count as you've had it before, so therefore you can't have it again? I'm going to assume that's the way that it goes, and that it's... Yes. Let's go, Electabuzz. Now, Ariana, I'll ask you something very politely, which is, yawn. Ooh, Discharge. I don't know what that does, but it's super effective against Ariana. This is the first battle that we've had. You bitch! What the fuck was that? Hold up. How strong is this charge? Ah, you... Oh, we're gonna have to do a shot, don't we? Yeah, crunch, I guess. Discharge is not going to... Why? You win some, you lose some? Now it would be super useful to have False Swipe. Do I have any other moves that might cause... No, whatever. I'm just gonna throw Ultra Balls at his way. And hopefully... we're gonna catch it. Aw, you bitch. You're gonna break my heart just like that. It was my HM friend. I think it was the first Pokemon that we caught. Like, actually caught. Okay, at least you. Oh, it's female too! It's so perfect. It's actually so fitting for... for the lore. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Yes, I do want to give Patooties a... Well, Patooties always been a natural-born killer. But I'm usually not in the receiving end of it. Okay? Patootie. I know that's not how you write it normally, but it's how we're doing it because it was the second one, okay? Hey. Oh my god. No! No! Not like this. This is so stupid. It's been a while since I've had this stream where nothing bad happens. I guess that is just the way that we're going right now. We just need to go to a stream assuming that some shit's gonna happen. And that's exactly what has been done. But the thing is that Ariana... Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna keep Ariana... I'm still gonna do the eulogy, of course. But Ariana can't be used in battle anymore. It's going to be in a special new box because it's the HM Pokemon. And the rules state that they can't be used in battle, not outside of it. Right? So I'm gonna change the name of this box right here to Rest in Peace or something like that. RIP. We start off just by losing Pokemon. It's insane. It's so bad. Okay, I need to take the sound away from this because I want you guys to raise a glass with me. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh boy, here we go. We're going towards copyright area. And right now I have a bottle of fun looking tequila. It has a little hat. It's fun. It's fun. So I'm going to search for our Amazing Grace. The one that I've listened to. Yeah, it's this one. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Oh, it's probably really loud because I just messed with my YouTube settings. So let's see. No, don't start. I still haven't poured myself a cup. Holy shit. I am so unprepared. Let's go to the summary here. And let's start it from the top. Because today, not once again, but for the first time today and the first time in 2 weeks, this has been happening way too often. Like, I feel like we were having a pretty good run, and then the run stopped, and I came back, and every mistake that I could make, I made it. But it is what it is. And today we're here to say goodbye to an old friend, another old friend. Ariana simply couldn't live in a world where Raiju wasn't in it. And therefore, in a rather poetic way of going out, she faced the typing of her friend that fell. And with it, became one with him. Being gone from this world and on to the next. Ariana who has been able to push us through so many and so much hardship, has climbed her last rock, has used strength for the last time, and whatever other HM were you in charge of? Rock smash, and smashed a lot of rocks for us. But that is no more. You tried to yawn once, and you only yawned into infinity. See you, Ariana. You are our HM friend, and you'll always be here in our hearts. Cheers. This is pretty good this time. Last time around it didn't go well. Oh well. It is what it is. Ariana, rest in peace. Epson chat 07s. Bye bye. There we go. How to waste 2 minutes of people's lives with a single freaking eulogy. It was a fun one. I always liked doing these. Eulogies. They're always for the wrong reasons, right? Namely, one of our Pokemon dying. But they're fun to do. I like just thinking about stuff on the spot. And let's celebrate, because yes, she might be gone, but we got another one back. We lost a hero, and we gained the hero as Patooty's here now. Patooty's here now, and yeah. Let's move forward. I just wanted to check something, because now having lost our HM friend, I wanted to see what kind of HMs I actually needed to get to Sunny Shore. I wasn't expecting to lose someone on our way to Sunny Shore, but for sure, blessing in disguise. Because now that I've cleared the way out from what's her name, Ariana, it liberated a space for Patooty to come in, and I needed an electric type. So in the grand scheme of things, for as much as it hurts for me to say it, Ariana dying is not that bad. It ain't that bad. And before Patooty dies in 2 battles or something, I will give it a couple of rare candies to push it towards the level that our other Pokemon are at, for sure. And it wants to learn Thunderbolt. That is mighty fantastic. I'm so happy they were trying to learn Thunderbolt. I'd like to know your stats though. Let me check Pokélink here. Plus defense, minus attack. Not great. The IVs are, The speed IV is kind of good. But yeah, this is definitely a special attacker. But I already have a couple of. Oh, but this one does not miss. No, but for sure Discharge is out. If Flare Veil loses to Strike, and may also cause paralysis. Yeah, for sure Discharge is out. I'm gonna keep Shockwave. I know that it deals less damage, but it doesn't miss. So in case I need something like it, I'll have it. Yeah, and Patooty on its way to becoming our main electric type. And that reminds me, how can I get both Magmortar and an Electivire? Oh, I need to trade. Yeah, if I need to trade, I guess we're gonna be stuck with Electabuzz, which is not a bad thing, right? Electabuzz has been useful for us in a massive way in the past. Not in this game, but on the other one. So I think that it might continue with that trend. It's good enough. Of course, it's not an Electivire, but it's good enough. In fact, how much better is Electivire? Probably considerably better. Probably somewhat. Oh, has such a staggering attack stat. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. But yeah, let's keep moving. Moving back to where we were before. We've actually seen this little bit of terrain and this route like 3 times already. Rock climb is going to be a pain in the ass to replace. I probably need to find someone who can use Rock Climb. But it's not a fighting move either. It's like normal. So I might need to find a Pokemon that can use it. I don't remember how strong it is. Or I'll just grab Ariana from the dead, use her undead corpse to climb rocks. That sounded wrong, and it is wrong to be fair. But whatever. Okay, what are we going to fight here? We have the Luxio trainer. I think this is the Luxio trainer. I need to see Platinum. Yeah, there's the Luxray trainer, which that's actually going to be that's going to be someone that Yggdrasil will face. So probably no issues there. I'm assuming that the way that you go towards the city is just by going right, but then again, it's all... Isn't it an island? No, it's not. I don't think it's an island. I just thought I saw water somewhere on our way there. Yeah, Luxray. I used to have one of those, but it's gone. Sad. Okay. Oh, I'm actually faster? What is that? What is the guy doing? Oh, Roar. This guy probably using Roar. And that was easy enough. But yeah, did I ever end up finishing what I was saying about Elden Ring? I don't think I have. Because... Okay, so those... Do you guys find it bad that I just don't talk as much? Or that I don't develop a conversation regarding other topics that have nothing to do with the stream or with the game itself? While maybe this is actually a good question in general. Like, do you think that I digress too much from what's happening on the stream when I'm playing a game? And I'm not talking Elden Ring because I don't think that's possible. Because in Elden Ring I barely talk about whatever's out there. Because I do like to promote the interaction and talk with people about the way that my life's going. I want to talk about other interests that I have besides the stream and the game that we'll have at hand and stuff like that. And I feel like that when I'm playing games such as Elden Ring or Hades in the beginning, even Hollow Knight in the beginning, that's also a pretty good example. I feel like I didn't talk that much, right? Just matter of course of the circumstance. Other than anything, I'll use Starlight here. I think that I'll use Starlight. Close combat is strong as fuck, isn't it? Yeah. Screws my special defense though. Agility, Dizzy Punch. What is Dizzy Punch? How strong is it? May induce confusion. I'm struggling on knowing how to deal with the Slopenny. Oh wait, I can use Crystal. Yeah, I can use Crystal, no problem. Crystal will just demolish. After enjoying a meal at the hotel restaurant, one has a battle. That's social etiquette. Okay, that's good for you. Yeah, because in this game I feel like I'm talking to people. Like I'm actually talking to people about other stuff. If I talk too much about it, and if you think like it's a bit of a throw off from the game itself, please do let me know, because what I want to do, and ideally what I would like to do, is to strike a balance between the both, really. I'd like to be able to talk about the game from time to time. I'd like to be able to talk about my life from time to time as well while I'm playing the game. Okay, cool. Pain attack will bring it down. And I feel like in games such as Elden Ring, I'm not being able to do that. But I think that's fine as well. That is, a part of me is worried about it. The other part is also like, yeah, but that's completely fine. That's normal. It's a game that's a little bit more intensive when it comes to your attention span. So I guess that I needed a little bit of validation. All in all. I know this is a really weird way of putting it, but that is true. I feel like I'm asking a little bit for validation on... Ooh, I can cut it, but I don't have anyone that can cut it right now. And I don't want to add cut to any of these Pokemon. I don't need to worry too much about it, do I? This guy doesn't really... Wait, what's going on here? I guess I can avoid these trainers. Yeah, I can avoid all of them. I found the PP up. There's a joke to be made there. And Pikachu fan club. This is gonna be the Eevee fan club. No. No, it's not. I don't know, I thought it would be. This is still Route 222, right? 220. And I got a quick ball. Okay. Not much to be... Not much added value here. I probably shouldn't have my Gyarados up front when Electabuzz is the enemy that we see. But I got away safely, so that's fine. I just thought that would be the best... Ooh. Who are you? Which sailor are you? Are you the Feebas sailor or the man type? The man type. You are... I can probably deal with this guy just by using Yggdrasil. Yeah. Probably good enough. Like, I'm starting to get to that point in the game where it's so much nerve-wracking, these battles and those little mistakes. There's so much more nerve-wracking. Please be the man type. No. It's the Wingull trainer. Wingull... Razor? I guess Razor Leaf would be... Oh, quick. Okay. A whole 7 that 7? I don't know how to I don't know how to math. Okay, cool. That's one down. And who's next? Gastrodon. Why am I worried about this Gastrodon? He's super slow, so I'm first, and I'm going to one-shot it. Maybe it has like hidden power ice and kills me. I miss my Gastrodon. I think that's one of the Pokemon that we lost as well at some point. Our Gastrodon. Remember that? Those are some sad times. And Machoke. Machoke is earthquake territory, I'd say. I hope that it's enough to kill it. Yeah. Oh! Wait, what does submission do? Oh, it hurts with recoil. I thought... I thought it was going to be something such as... No, that's revenge. I confused submission with revenge. Revenge would have been bad. Revenge would have been... fun. Fun to say the least. But yeah, I think... Let me just talk to this guy. If I had to describe something short, Sadie's gym in a word, it would be shockingly electric. That's 2 words. Yeah, you're a funny one. Okay. Cool. We have arrived. Who the hell are you? No. Who are you? I wasn't aware of any possible battles here, so... You better not be a possible battle. No. Yo, fellow trainer, I don't think so. Your Pokemon are secure inside their Pokeballs, but there's no masking that aura of serious toughness. Oops, sorry, I should introduce myself. My name's Flint. Oh! I'm one of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Okay. You can tell that this is the first time that I'm playing this game because I had no idea how... I knew the word that Flint was a trainer, but I don't know his sprite. But yeah, I just had this idea. Maybe you can pull it off. It's about this town's gym leader. He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because they've been so few good challengers worth his time. He's been so bored he spent all his time renovating the gym. And then the blackout happened. I'm not sure if that sure didn't help lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I need you to give him a battle that's so hot it will reignite his passion for battling. I'm counting on you, hotshot. Okay, This is a useless piece of lore, I think. I'd say. Who are you? This is a major port town, and this is the gateway to the Pokemon League. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool. It has several levels, several layers to it. I guess it's like an overpass or something. Cute. I'm gonna go to the Pokemon gym and heal up and start to get my team ready for for the fight against Faulkner and, you know, clearing the whole trainers and all that. I think that's kind of important. All right. Okay, heal up Pokemon. Trying to understand if they're like, what's the biggest danger when it comes to Faulkner's gym. I feel like all of them have their fair share of things that can go wrong. I also like to see my Pokemon. Yeah, so these are the Pokemon that we have right now to our disposal. And for the fight against Faulkner, we're going to have to, you know, use them. And what he has is a Jolteon, a Raichu, a Luxray, and a Electivire. Now, usually in other games, I would be completely chill because they used to not care that much for type coverage, and the Pokemon only had, like, at best, neutral attacks against Pokemon that would be immune to them. But this is not the case. Electivire, for example, is kind of strong. Electivire is kind of strong on the physical side, and it also has Giga Impact. It has Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Quick Attack, and Giga Impact. Wait, is Giga Impact the physical or? Yes. But it's like a fighting type Hyper Beam, now that I think about it. So how do we deal with it? I have no freaking clue. We have a couple of Pokemon that are immune to it, and that can probably be kind of good against it. Hungy is a good example. Hungy. Oh, this is a Hippodon? I don't remember the name of this Pokemon. Hippowdon. Or at least the evolution is Hippowdon. Hippopotas, yeah. How strong are you? Not very. What about your evolution? Are you strong? Slow as fuck, but it is strong. And it's strong physically. Both on the defense side and also on the attacking side. It would be able to get Earthquake by the time that we've gotten here. What are your... What's your... Oh, Sandstream. Summons a Sandstorm in battle. What does Sandstorm do? I keep forgetting about what the extra effects of Sandstorm are. Sandstorm... Pokemon. Do they only really just... Sorry about that. That was really loud. I almost made something fall off my desk. Okay. Sandstorm effect in battle. At the end of each turn deals damage. Raises special defense with all rock type Pokemon. Damages the power of Solar Beam. Okay. Okay. So this pretty much just for the sake of the battle itself, this will only bring out a bunch of damage to the table, which is not really super useful. What would be super useful here was to be able to find a Pokemon who could deal with all of them in one go, right? And the thing that's worrying me the most is this Jolteon. Like, I would love, like, ideally, an idea that I had initially was to grab this Graveler, Dwayne, And I don't think it has rock polish. Oh, it does have rock polish. And try to find a Pokemon in which that can't hit him whatsoever, but all of them can in some way. So Jolteon can hit him with the Charge Beam, Iron Tail, and no, can't hit him with Charge Beam. Yeah, can't hit him with Charge Beam, but can hit him with Iron Tail and Quick Attack, right? And Iron Tail is going to be a fairly nasty attack to deal with, especially if we're going for a Rock-type Pokemon here. I would really like to be... Well, how about Electivire? I'm super worried about Electivire because Electivire, I think that it's kind of... Defensively, it's not super strong. Like, physical defense for Electivire isn't super out there. So I can try and see what I can do to deal with that. So, let's see. Oh, whoa. Grapes. I'm gonna use Big Snake. Just because it's an Onix and it's not going to do anything. It's such a weak Pokemon, Onix. It's actually so sad. Barboach. Barboach is a fun one, isn't it? Let me think about this. Wishcash. Can Wishcash be a good alternative here? Let me think. Because Wishcash, first of all, I need to see his stats. Yeah, Wishcash. I don't think it's going to be a super strong Pokemon. It has it's medium. Like, it's not terrible. It's not amazing either. But I might be onto something with it because they don't have any. What is it weak against? It's weak against grass, right? But what does it learn actually that can be useful? Amnesia is for special defense. A water gun, mud sport. No, it's no point using mud sport. Let's see. Rest, Snore, Aqua Tail, Future Sight I won't be able to use. Earthquake. Rest? Do I really want to go for a rest? It might be fun, to be fair. Could be fair. Let's see how wait, what does your ability do? What does Oblivious do? Prevents the Pokemon from becoming infatuated. That is not Iroh. That is not Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That guy has Riz, and that guy uses his Riz very well. I've been getting a lot of TikToks of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's making me want to watch it again. The animated series, not the Netflix one. I still haven't watched that one. I'm not sure if I'll want to watch it. But yeah, I might be able to do something with this guy. Steel doesn't hurt that much either, so. Yeah. I am somehow very tempted in using Wishcash. But I'll still need to train it a little bit, because most of these Pokemon aren't EV trained. So let's try and... I'm gonna create a box here for the fight against... I'm gonna call it Volkner. Wait, no. I didn't realize that it didn't clear the text right on top of Volkner. Volkner, where's the K? And E-E-R. I think that's how you type his name. So yeah, so Volkner, I want a team of 6, right? And these are for sure gonna be there, both Iroh and Yggdrasil. This is going to be the battle of the old men. What else can I put here? Something that doesn't really get hurt much by what's it called? Electivire. I'd say Giga Impact. It does have pretty good coverage, to be fair. What is this? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that this was a thing. Let's see. Patu might also be useful. I'm not even sure about it. Let's see what... Wait, hold up. I can copy Volt Absorb from Jolteon with my Porygon, but it's not a strong Pokemon. It would just be for a gimmick. But wait, now that I'm at it, might as well check what other abilities you guys have. Static for Raichu. Luxray will have Intimidate. Or Rivalry. I'm not sure which one is going to be. Electivire. I think it's Static, right? Motor Drive. Takes no damage from electric type attacks and speed raises by 1 level. But yeah, but it's still kind of... Patu still gets screwed by what's it called? By what's its name? By Giga Impact. So I don't wish to use it. Although with Recover I could probably Magnetize generates. Wait, what the hell does Magnetize do? Let me check. Right now I'm just learning. I'm learning a little bit on what we can have. Magnetize. Okay, I need to find a better way of knowing what Magnetize does. Magnetize Pokemon. Becomes immune to ground type moves for 5 turns. User is immune to damage of spikes and toxic spikes and is unaffected by arena. Fails my ingrain, cannot use it. Gravities and used, but the user remains. Okay. Magnetize can be transferred by baton pass. Okay. And this is just what I'm reading right now. I see. And what else does this thing learn? Because honestly, I could try and see if I could use some sort of trickery with Porygon. The user changes its type to become as one of its moves. Oh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Can I pick what conversion does? How does conversion work? Can I pick the attack that conversion Pokemon? Oh, I really like the idea here of using conversion. Change to match including conversion itself. Is unable to copy. Because I could possibly maybe teach it some sort of very weak ghost attack. No, I can't. The only ghost attack it can learn is Java Ball. This is not an option. I thought this was gonna be an interesting tactic, but it's not possible. Okay, so this one's out of the table. Agni, not super useful. Owo, let's not talk about it. Same goes with Grape. Big Snack might be useful? Question mark? I don't know in which way an Onyx could be useful here, since its attack is so miserable, and it's just going to be screwed over by Giga Impact, I guess. Although it does have some pretty nice defense stats. Now this seems to be not an option. Cat dog too weak. This one, let's not talk about it. Bless might be no. Van Hammer also no. I mean, Rhydon might be useful. Right. Where's that? Let me think. We'll learn Hammer Arm. I won't be able to have Rhyperior, unfortunately. That would have been way too strong. This guy doesn't have lock on, does it? It would be too busted to have lock on. Level lock on Horn Drill would be fun, but not really super out there. No. So this is probably this one's probably going to be there mainly because of the typing more than anything, but I don't like the idea. Ooh, what about this guy? That's just rock type, so it's not really. What's his name? Granidos. Rampardos. It's not speedy enough. It's like so slow. Yeah, it's not a. This one's not an option, unfortunately. Granidos. And I am very. Wait, I don't remember what Half-Thor has. Half-Thor has thick fat, so not useful. Well, if we're going by typing alone, this probably would be the team. Well, not this. I still need to. I need more ground types. If we're going off the typing alone, this would be the team. I don't think this is going to be the team. So I need to think a little bit more about it. And I also need to think about where I'm going to spread out the EVs for my Pokemon, really. Well, not Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is good to go. But the other ones will probably need something. So, Large Beam, Iron 7, quick attack. Pokemon that's fast, that hits hard and has Earthquake would be the best thing here, but I don't have that. Unless that I have a Pokemon that can any of these, like, wait, does this guy have agility? Does Wishcash learn agility? I'm still thinking that Wishcash is probably my best bet here. Let me check. Wishcash, where are you? No, we're going way too down. Where is Wishcat? Oh, there we go. Found it. Sorry about that. It has amnesia, not agility. And it. And it's not as fast, is it? 60 speed. It's probably going to be outsped by most of the Pokemon here. Probably not going to hit as hard as I'd want, probably not as fast as I'd want either, but I do want to see something here. I want to see the the IVs that this Pokemon has right now, because that might influence things a little bit. Ooh, it's minus attack. That's not good. So if I go here for a calculate, I'm going to calculate stuff. I'm going to calc because I'm a nerd. No, this is not the one that I want. Damage calculator, that's what I wanted. If I go for something such as a wish cap. No, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be doing. With main, I want to show you the screen. Hello? Why is this not? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So if I go over here and I grab a wish cache, it can have dragon dance? Hello? And this is an oblivious nature. Wait, where is oblivious? Where is oblivious? It should be no, calm nature. Sorry, my bad. I'd like to have earthquake, and that's probably the only thing that would matter. It would be level 50 against. I guess that the one that I need to worry the most against would be Electivire, and I'm going to put it level 50 as well. And I'm going to put the IVs here, so it's 27, 30, 27, it's 16, and it's 2, 7. I'm not sure if this actually influences that much. I just seen people do it, and I want to try it myself. And this guy has a Giga Impact. This has what attacks do I have? Let me check. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch. It also has Quick Attack and Fire Punch, which really doesn't matter that much. What if I put all my eggs into attack? Oh, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed that but I'm not going to strike first. I am going to be level 51 back then, at that point. See, this is why I wanted to have agility or something like that. Wait, what attacks can I have here? Not attacks, that's not what I meant. I didn't meant to say attacks. I meant to say items. April, because there's also the possibility that why do I keep defending Quick Claw? Why do I keep going for thinking that Quick Claw is the answer towards everything? Wait, what's the item that boosts ground type moves? Or maybe, let me think. It's just so not likely for me to be the first one to attack every single time, right? There's no way that I'll get to Electivire without having taken damage before with Wish Cache. But I guess that I can. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? I want to get. So, wait, what if I get some speed EVs? Are not going to help you that much, are they? Yeah, they're not going to help you enough. But I can like up the EVs for HP and already improve the health that Wish Cache is already super fast, so not super fast, but it's super kind of has a lot of HP, so might as well be able to to use that to my advantage and boost it even further. Because without anything, it's like 30 HP differential, and that's still a fair bit now, isn't it? Yeah. So Wish Cash is gonna come for sure. I'm going to train Iroh. Pokemon Platinum EV training. I want to train my Pokemon on, for fuck's sake. Whatever. I don't want this. I want to. Yeah. Cool. Let's keep going. Platinum. EV training spots. I guess that in this situation, I will be using speed up. I'm not going to let you just be here listening to me just speeding up through the game and getting some EVs on my Pokemon. Wait, I already EV trained my... What's it called? Crystal. I already EV trained Crystal, so... Platinum Wild Pokemon. For attack. There's Shanks in Route 202. And Machop on Route 207. Okay. I see. I am committed to this. Let me just try and find something cool for us to listen to while we talk and we play some more of this game. And while I EV train. What could be fun? I'm just gonna go for the classic lo-fi. Okay, and I need to lower this a little bit because I'm going to be EV training Iroh. What do you have here when it comes to attacks? Oh, you're fine. You're fine. We're gonna be fighting. We're gonna be fighting Shinx. The poor things didn't do anything, but that's the target. They did their only mistake is giving off attack EVs. So Route 202. So right next to Sandgem Town. Yeah. Gonna train my Wish Cash. There's no way that this is... I'm not the only one doing this, am I? I can't be the only one EV training a Wish Cash and attack. Yeah. That is what I'm doing. I don't have the Macho Brace. How do I get the Macho Brace? Macho Brace Platinum. How do you get the Macho Brace? You either show all three Burmy forms or show the... Oh, God. Never mind. The only way of getting Macho Brace is painful. So, we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be going slowly and surely fighting 250 Shinx. The poor things. They didn't do anything. But yeah. By the way, I don't want this to sound like it's a shot at anyone. But it's probably end up going to be something like that, right? Because I want to make a little comment about, well, bots on Twitter. That's one, but also, because I have a couple. There's a couple of things that been happening the last couple of times that I've streamed, and I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be bots or people who are really dedicated. And let me continue the hypothesis here, because every single time that I've been streaming live on Twitch and I've been posting it on Twitter, like do a little post just to let know people on Twitter that I am that I'm streaming, probably because of the words going live or something like that, I keep having random likes and follows from people who claim to be graphic designers for stuff like Twitch and stuff like that. So I have two hypotheses here. Either one, graphic designers for Twitch are the hardest working people in the world, and they're all of them out there always looking at the going live. They're going through Twitter and searching the word live, right? Or searching for Twitch links, and then just giving a like to that person and giving a like and following that person, or their bots. There's no way the answer is anything other than any of these two, right? Because it's been like what? How many times have I streamed the last couple, ever since I came back? Ever since I came back, I streamed Elden Ring twice, Pokémon twice. I did twice the streams for Turnip Boy, and there's also the one that I'm officializing the coming back to streaming, right? And I think that in every single one of them, or at least every single one of them that I posted on Twitter, I've had a like from a graphics designer or a follow from a graphics designer. And if those are people I madly respect the hustle. The hustle is there for sure. If they're bots, I have no big opinion. No big opinions on it. It's the other way around. Elon, fix your fucking platform. You bought it, you fix it, right? You fired so many people because there was overhead, according to you. Then why is there so much? Why are there so many problems with your platform right now? That's my political comment for today. That's not political at all, but it's still fun to talk about a little bit from time to time. Oh, what time is it? Is it 7? Ooh, okay. There's a stream that I'd like to... You know what I'm gonna do? While I'm out here just streaming and doing my own thing, I'm going to be heading to Twitch to check on another stream, because I don't know if you guys know. Probably because I've made it very clear, and if you follow me on Twitter, you know for sure, because I post a lot of likes on a specific Portuguese esports team that plays in Counter-Strike. And they're playing right now, and I kind of want to not watch it, but at least keep track of the result. You know, to be a supporting fan. Let's go. Do you guys watch esports at all? Now that we're bringing it up, there are very few esports that I follow right now. Like I avidly follow CS because I really like the game. It's probably the game that I play the most. I know that I've never streamed it, or I barely streamed it, but I don't even want to be fair. I don't want to stream CS. First of all, because the people that I play CS with are like Portuguese, and we speak in Portuguese, and they're completely fine with me just saying, "Yo, guys, can we just switch to English this time around so we can stream?" They're completely fine with that. But I don't know. I don't like being the one. I don't know if anyone out here streams in a language that is not their own, right? Because this is a very, very important tidbit. I stream in a language that is not my own, and playing with people from my native language and telling them, "Yo, can we talk in this second language that we know?" is not something that I really like doing. You know, it feels like I'm imposing, and people are probably fine with that, but I still don't like doing it. Nevertheless, as I was saying, the only esports the esport titles that I do follow are CS, because it's the game that I play the most, and I guess that I also watch Smite from time to time because it's the game that I played the most before CS too. There was some esports title that I watched from time to time, but not something that's like super avid. I used to watch League of Legends when I had a friend of mine who was playing at not a friend of mine, but a colleague of mine, not a coworker, a guy from university. that was playing on a national professional level. So I watch that. Sometimes, I was gonna say that sometimes I watch Valorant, but not even that. Like, I play Valorant from time to time, but I've never watched any kind of esports regarding it. And let me see, what other games do I play? League of Legends I've talked about, though I've never actually watched. There's a shit ton of them out there. But yeah, I guess that the ones that I watch the most are just CS and Smite. And even Smite, sometimes it's been a hot minute since I've watched it with proper attention. Like, I used to follow every single game and try to learn a lot about the game. And I guess that I did, but I never ended up... at some point I stopped playing, and as I stopped playing, the idea that I stopped wanting to watch it, which I think is pretty normal, to be fair. Ooh, there's another game that I watch from time to time whenever competitions are popping up, which is Tekken. I also watch Tekken. That one I've played on stream. And it's a pretty fun game. Still haven't tried Tekken 8. I'm not sure if I will. I don't want to get into the fighting games. I don't know why. It's not any kind of what's the name of it? It's not that I'm against it or anything. I do like fighting games and I do play them from time to time, but I just don't want to get super into them because in games, in video games in general, in team games, the person that I get, or in competitive games rather, the person that I get the most mad with is always myself, right? And sometimes in collective games such as Counter-Strike, Smite, and stuff like that, there's that inherent feeling sometimes that in a game where you lose, for example, sometimes the game just doesn't run through you and you don't have the impact that you want. That happens a lot, and that can happen a lot in Counter-Strike, where just because you're unlucky or something like that, you end up not having a lot of stuff happening to you during the game, so you don't have the impact that you want. But in games like Tekken, and games where it's like 1v1, if you lose, of course it might be because the opponent just read you or played better than you. That's not in question. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, if you boil it down, you have no one but yourself to blame when things go south, right? And I used to get mad, I guess, or annoyed at I used to get very annoyed at fighting games, especially because, and you've seen it when I'm playing Elden Ring, I play very rash. Like, I don't think too much. Sometimes I know what I want to do, but I just don't have the patience to do it. And yesterday, the Elden Ring stream yesterday was a good example of that, because I was going into a boss, and if you look back on the stream, you'll probably see me talk about, it's very simple. What I need to do to defeat this boss is to, for one, just sit back, relax, try to play super defensive, and try to figure out the patterns and in which way the character moves whenever you're doing X, Y, and Z. But then I would die, and on the next attempt, I would try just rushing it down again. And of course, it's not going to work like that. That's not how the game works. So I have the knowledge inside, and I have the theory inside. I just don't have like the discipline, but maybe discipline is not the correct idea. But I just don't have the patience to go like, yo, this is not going super well. I'm just gonna actually go back, right? To chill a little bit, not press any buttons that aren't defensive, right? But then again, when I do that, and what I did in Elden Ring was exactly that, right? I stepped back, I learned how to use shields, and then, which are OP, by the way, they're super OP, and then things started going into place, and I felt good about it. and that's nice. uh, oh well, it is what it is. I was gonna say something else, but it had nothing to do with esports or anything like that. Oh, the team that I'm supporting is losing, but then again, it's just a pistol round. Who cares? It's normal. And you lose the pistol, you lose the one right away, right after. I mean, wait, hold on. Give me a second. I need to check something on my own Twitch. Okay, cool. This is working properly. I am kind of just checking if I'm, because it's saying that I haven't seen a chat message in a while, so I didn't know if it was just because no one's here or if it's because it was a bug, because sometimes it happens. Not that I'm trying to pressure anyone into talking or anything like that. Sometimes you just want to chill and watch your own thing and do your own thing and leave it on the side, which I really appreciate. Like, right? Lurkers are very much appreciated in streams, and streamers really appreciate it, and I really appreciate people who lurk, right? So that's what I was. There was something else that I wanted to talk about regarding this. Yeah, I forgot, but I remember now. Do you guys, for example, have any kind of game in which a game that you play, like competitively, or maybe not even competitively, where you know that there's like more advanced mechanics to it and more optimal ways of doing the same thing or playing the game, but you end up not wanting to do them or not wanting to learn them because you're just having fun playing the game the way that you're playing? I feel like I'm like that in Rocket League, which is another game that I play with friends. I played Rocket League with friends, and I know that I could spend a little bit of time on my own trying to lab the game and trying to figure out how to maximize the inputs, how to do specific tricks that really good players do. I could try that, but at the same time, I can't be asked. It's sometimes you just want to go out and play a game that feels plug and play, you know? And I feel like I guess even in CS is like that. I think that in CS, in my case in specific, because CS is a game that I've played for a long time, and I've played many iterations of the game, and there have been moments in which I thought, well, maybe in games in which I'm not having the best of times aim-wise, what I could do is learn smokes and flashes and pop flashes and stuff like that in order to help the team, right? When the aim ain't clicking, maybe you can try and provide something else by having the knowledge in the game to give the space to your team, and I don't know, smokes, flashes, molotovs, movement as well. Those are good ways of improving, of helping your team without actually dealing any damage in CS. And I guess that there have been times in which I've decided I had a little bit of time at my hands, and I thought, okay, I'm going to learn this smoke or that smoke, or usually I play this position when I'm playing with my friends, so I'm going to learn how to do this thing and how and when to move in this part of the game. So I guess CS is not the best example, but Rocket League for me is literally the definition of plug and play. I just want to turn on Rocket League, invite my friends into a party or be invited into a party, queue up whatever game mode fits for the amount of players that we have in that party, and go, right? Don't worry too much about learning how to play the game properly. You just do your own thing and have fun your own way without having to invest the time that you'd have in order to get really good. And I guess it's a very cool parallel to draw with games such as fighting games, right? Because in fighting games, you can learn a lot by mashing, right? You can learn. I mean, you can learn a lot by playing, and there is stuff that you can learn just by going and starting the game and hopping into a ranked game or something like that. But when it comes to knowing your character deeply and learning combos and knowing how to not drop your things, usually you just start labbing, right? You go see some resources, see what other people are doing, and hop into an arena with a bot that's not defending or anything like that, and just start working on your combos, just to start whamming at the ragdoll. But you can still play and get kind of fun or get kind of far simply by throwing yourself against the wall. Does that make sense? You know, just do your own thing. You won't get super far super fast. You'll take your sweet ass time, but you're still going to be learning. But at the end of the day, there's also a case to be made with the reverse part, with the reverse part of that coin, which is people who only focus on those very highly technical and mechanical execution kind of players, and it happens in a lot of games, and weirdly enough, that can get you very far in some games, but in others not so much, and you'll always be seen as a very limited kind of player. A good example of this, I mean, there are several examples of this. I'll give you an example that this. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had an example that happened to me very recently when I was playing Rocket League with two of my friends, with Fickboy and Valnox, who actually have been showing up to the stream very recently, and I really appreciate the fact that they do. So we were playing Rocket League, just the two of us, and there was this guy on the enemy team, the three of us rather, and there was this guy on the enemy team that just kept trying to get to the wall, and every time that he went to the wall, he was able to do very, very cool and good looking and effective ways of playing the game from there, right? In that specific situation, the guy was playing really well. But then there's the reverse part of it, which is whenever he wasn't at the wall, when he was just on the floor trying to figure out what he needed to do, he knew nothing about the game. Those things that you usually learn by playing and by rinse and repeat, the experience and the movement that you get from just playing the game, he didn't have them whatsoever. It was clearly the kind of guy who thought, I'm going to get really good at this by practicing it by myself, and then when I find myself in a situation in which I have to do anything else, I'm going to be a liability to my team, right? Or to myself if you're playing 1v1s or something like that. And yeah, it's kind of insane. And it's the classic, when it comes to shooters, I guess it's the classic all aim no brain, where there's this player that aims really good, gets all the headshots, and it's just a menace whenever he is on point, and whenever he's been given the space by the other team to do his own thing, the thing that he knows what to do. But when it comes to team play, when it comes to the general scheme of how the game is played, you either have to be super micromanaged by someone who actually knows how to play on your team, or you have to somehow just you're just going to be a liability. You're aiming too much. You need your aim to be on point, and you rely too much on your aim and you don't use anything else that's in your arsenal. So I guess that's the little rant that I've been making for the last 20 minutes related to the esports and to gaming in general, competitively. It's fun. I always liked it. Have you guys ever had the dream of, or ever woken up with the wish of just being able to quit whatever you're doing and pursue a career in like esports, or just that I don't want to bring content creation out here either, but yeah, in esports. There have been times where I've considered, well, not dropping everything, but I would go like, it would be so cool if this would have happened. But then again, if you were poised with the question, and this is something that I want to ask you guys specifically and directly, and let's imagine the following. The situation is this: someone goes up to you and says, "Yo, you will be able to live comfortably. You'll be able to pursue a career in an esports that you wish, right? And you'll also be able to, it will be able to give you enough money to live a comfortable life, right? You wouldn't, okay, above average, like middle high class, I guess, if we're looking at things from that prism. My question is, first of all, would you do it? And second of all, which esport, which gaming title would you go for? I'm not sure if I have the answer for that when it comes to me. Because if I was able to pick I would probably say, thinking about it, I'll probably say no. And there's a really good reason for me to say no when it comes to that. Unless it's, when it comes to just living comfortably, I would say no. If it would give me like a shit ton of money, I'd probably say yes. Because the amount of hours that people on esports put into their craft and put into actually gaming is like immense. It's huge, right? And if you, sure, the 9 to 5 has the 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, whatever, has the issue where, well, you work a lot and probably is not the most enticing work out there. Considering that some of these pros actually play more than that every day is a bit it's a bit insane for me. I don't think I would be able to play the same game every day 8 hours plus. I know that's not the only thing that goes into esports, by the way. It's I'm just trying to reduce it to to strip it down to the very bare bones and core aspect of it. And I think that's the way that I think that would be the selling point for me, or I guess that in this case it's the opposite, not the selling point, it's the reverse. Considering the amount of hours that you have to play the same game over and over, probably with the same people, it would probably drive you insane and stuff like that. But that being said, let's imagine that you don't have the choice of saying yes or no. I would probably, I don't know which game I would say yes to. I'd probably say CS. I know it's not it's a pretty basic answer, but it's just the game that I play the most, right? It's the game that I play the most, but it's also a game that's like super infuriating at the same time. It's the game where you, I think that there's no game for me that makes me go like, I hate it, I love it this much, but I hate it this much. Like, there's such situations in games and there's just games in specific where you go like, oh man, I'm just, my mental is gone. I'm so drained. This game just fucking drained me. Just drains me so much. And I guess that CS is the game that does that to me the most. Even more so than the Smite was the second game that came to mind. There was this game that I was actually invited to be part of a team. Well, it wasn't something super professional because the game was kind of small. But I considered it. If it wasn't for the fact I was like 12, I was like a 12-year-old, but I was insane at the game at the time. Now I'm pretty shit at it. But I was pretty insane at a game called Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, which I think is a mod for a game. I just was made aware a couple of months back. I think that was during around Christmas time, that they opened up servers on Steam. And they put the game on Steam. So I might look into revisiting some of that game, a little bit of that game in the future. Maybe not on stream, maybe just chilling. But it was pretty much just a classic World War II FPS, right? Where you had were class based too. You'd have like 5 classes: the soldier, which had the big guns. I didn't want to run there. You had the soldier that had the big guns. You would have the spec ops, which was the sniper / spy, which could use his kit to infiltrate, like to switch. You would kill an opponent, and then you would switch out their uniform with your uniform with theirs, and you would pretty much look like one of the enemy team, which I guess from a from a perspective of a competitive game probably wouldn't work super well. That being said, I don't know how it works on a game like Team Fortress, which also has that concept with the spy, right? Crow, are you here by any chance? Crow, if you're here, I have a very, very topical question for you. Because you have played the Team Fortress 2 before, and competitively, as far as I'm aware. Oh, you're playing Smite, sorry. You played competitive TF2, right? Or, I'm not saying pro level, maybe even pro level, I'm not sure. But I know that you've played it. And was Spy any viable? Because like when, as a casual player of Team Fortress pro level but not 6v. Oh damn. I wasn't even aware it was pro level. That's impressive. That's the shit. I'd love to hear more about it actually. My question here was, in Highlander you have one of each class, which was the thing that you played, right? Yeah, I think that's the 9v9. Okay. I actually have a confession to make, and this might sound a little bit weird, but remember when I first started streaming, right? And you showed up in chat and didn't identify yourself via the name that I that I know you as. I may or may not have searched on, may have googled Max_TF2. I might have googled that a couple of times to try and figure out who the hell you were. And if I'm not mistaken, at that time I didn't even find out, or I didn't even figure out who you were, which is even worse, because it just shows that, worse or better, now that I think about it, it just shows that my stalker skills are bad, right? And the reason why they're bad is because I don't use them at all. I was gonna say often, but that's like way too incriminatory, so I'm not gonna say that word. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I didn't figure out who you were. And there was a Russian player who played named Mexico. Oh, okay. For TF2 as well. I feel like I'm digressing. I didn't end up asking what I wanted to ask at the time, which was because for a normal casual peasant that played TF2 whilst he didn't have a proper computer, so he used his grandma's computer to play games that he could, and TF2 being one of them. I guess I'm projecting a little bit my situation at the time. How viable was Spy in the most common format for TF2? Because for me, like, Spy is all about changing your uniform and now you're someone who you're not, right? And then you backstab, or you shoot them in the not in casuals, in pro level, but the casual experience is that you disguise yourself, you stab, and spy adventures. Cool. But when it comes to pro play, 6v6, was the role the same? Was it not viable because it doesn't have any... It doesn't translate well into an environment in which there's more active communication between the team and people are actually tryharding? Or how does that work? Well, you only went spy in... Oh, so you're telling me that it's actually a viable, I guess, role is the way of role, character, I don't know. So it is viable. It's very niche, but viable. That's interesting. I had zero idea. If you didn't have the experience, I'd probably not believe it. It's very niche, and the sniper can do this. Yeah. Because if you think about it, that is true. The sniper, if you have like a really good sniper that can probably single out the medic, that the effect would have been the same, right? It would be kind of depending on the positioning of the medic, I guess. You would also need a fuck up from the medic in order to be able to do that. I'd imagine. But 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, 1 med and 1 demo. And is it like always? Is it always been like that, or has it been shifting metas? Because how often? Oh, this is going to be I think that I'm going to touch a subject that might be painful, but hear me out. How often are the roles / the weapons for the roles in the game, in that game in specific, updated? And how often does the meta shift? Or has it been stagnated for the last, I don't know how many years? Yeah, I thought that was going to be the case. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. That is kind of sad. No, but they do change the maps in the competitive setting. And there's not like any, because it's a Valve game, right? And there's Valve games such as CS and I guess that Dota as well, you can count it, have like Valve-backed competitive scenes and stuff like that. I feel like TF2 it isn't the case. It's kind of weird because I've had 2 people in specific in my life that I knew personally, not personally like in person, but I've known, that have played TF2 in either a professional, in your case, or a semi-professional way. It's a guy that I knew. They tried, but they didn't really support it. To be fair, I think that they're doing the exact same thing to CS. CS is probably their biggest title, and it's probably their biggest cash cow as well. You have no idea. Sorry for making the parallel and for changing the subject all of a sudden. But right now, in CS, the CS major, the first CS2 major, is gonna start next week or so, right? And people are going crazy for it. Now, Valve are very, very smart, and they create stickers that you can put on your weapons for the teams that participate in those majors. And for the last 2 or 3 days, if you go to Twitter on anything that's related to Counter-Strike, everyone's asking, Where are my stickers? Where are my freaking stickers? We want the major stickers. So you can't imagine how much of a cash cow that is to Valve for sure. I can't imagine how much money that the company makes out of stuff like that. Because that's one game and one event. To be fair, it's the event that is the most important one, but nevertheless, right? For every major that there is, they've made stickers, and therefore they've made a lot of money off of it. They don't need to do much. They have Steam. That's the money grab. True. And it's I think it's a well-known fact, but it's a sad one yet. Because if you look at it, I think that nowadays Steam is a relatively small company, right? Especially when it comes to development. And there's also the thing that Steam has the monopoly. Like, you do have Epic, and I guess that Epic also started fighting a little bit. Well, Steam relating to sales, but I still feel like Steam is the only game platform. I guess that the Game Pass is also really good, but those are different concepts, to be fair. From Microsoft. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a really good concept and it's very useful. I, for one, am very, very happy to be giving away like €10 to Microsoft every month, just to access the games that they have on the Game Pass. Yes, of course, there's the off chance that the game that I'm playing is going to be removed and stuff like that, but nevertheless, I think that's I think that €10 is a freaking bargain. It really is. I haven't played a lot of games from the Game Pass, but I've played a lot of hours in said games. Before I bought Hollow Knight on Steam, if I'm not mistaken, I was playing it on Xbox, on the Game Pass, and I have a lot of hours there. I also have hours there for games such as the Fallout series. Also for Forager, which is a game that I was trying out. That was such a mistake. If you guys know the game Forager, it's just a game that you need. It's to survive on an island, and you collect items, and you make other items from the items that you've gained, and you unlock other islands and stuff like that. That kind of game. And I made a mistake of playing that game, of booting that game whilst I was doing a call with Kati on a particular day. I don't remember when. And we were just talking. The game wasn't taking much of my attention away. Cool. Wait, hold on. Water pulse instead of... I guess I could take away water gun. Or water sport. Yeah, there's no point for me having water sport. That's more for double battles. But I was in call with Kati, and I booted up that game because it was a relatively small download. And we were just talking. She was... we weren't going to be playing any kind of game together or something like that, and I didn't have to... Like, I could still be speaking with her the same way that we're speaking right now. Like, just playing and talking. Well, paying attention to her. And the game was one of those kinds of games that are very easy to get into. Like, the mechanics are very simple. Do you fucking mind? Sorry. Lunacam. Sorry, I was very rude to Luna right now because she just arrived. She laid in bed, and the first thing that she did was lay out the most annoyed ass grunts that you've ever seen in your life. And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm just here. I'm streaming. Leave me alone." So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's one of those games where the mechanics are super simple. and they just kind of unlock themselves. You unlock one skill, and then you unlock one that precedes the first one, and it's very, without being super linear, the progression is linear, right? And you also have a lot of small objectives. So you're presented with an island with few resources, and your idea is to get more resources in order to improve your island. And when you improve your island and you start researching new tech, you get access to other resources, and so on and so forth. And you know the snowball that I'm talking about here. You just go rinse and repeat, do it over and over again, and they just keep giving you small objectives, and like, ooh, it's 3 a.m. but I'm so close to that objective. Teehee, I'm going to do that. And then you get that objective, and then, oh, but at the same time I was gathering resources for this objective, I'm also getting super close to that other objective. Teehee, I'm gonna go grab that one. And then I started the call with Kati at, like, if I'm not mistaken, at the time it was a relatively short call, so I'm gonna say 11 in the evening. And I booted up Forager at like 11:15. We were talking, just the two of us, up until, like, I'm gonna say midnight or half past midnight, right? After she was gone from the call, I just kept playing Forager for hours, just getting smaller and smaller objectives every single time, but always releasing that feel-good chemical, that serotonin, into my bloodstream. That's not how it works, but just roll with me. Just bear with me. And then when I looked at the clock, when I looked at the clock on my PC, it was like 5 a.m., 5:30. And I finished the little objective that I had at hand, right? I finished that little objective, and I thought, well, shit, tomorrow I need to wake up early to get to take a shower and go to work. Like it was an office day too. I think this was from this was probably from a Monday to from a Sunday to a Monday, and I go to the office on Mondays now. And it was such a big mistake. What was I thinking? I wasn't. I was just looking at the small numbers and at the little objective. And the stupidest part is that the next day, I booted up the game again, and I thought, like, I don't feel like it. And I stopped. And I don't think I've touched that game ever since. And it's been like, what, 3 months? 2 months? Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, addicting games are fun. So this is a lesson learned for people who are making video games. Make it like TikTok. Just small rewards and keep them coming. Small rewards and keep them coming, and you're going to be, grabbing all the attention from the user. Your playtime's gonna go up. People are gonna say, "Oh, this is such a fun game. I'm gonna keep playing it," and then you're going to have them hooked for life, or at least until they find something that does it better than your game does, and then you're gonzo. Sorry. And with all this, I'm like 100 fucking Luxios away from. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad about it, actually. I told myself, and I told you guys, that the idea behind rare candies was to avoid stuff like this. To avoid having to grind over and over. Well, to be fair, I'm not grinding XP. I'm grinding EVs, which is even nerdier, to be fair, but I guess that I kind of didn't do things as well as I planned it out to be. That being said, it's the first time that I'm playing this game. There's no way that I would have known what I would be facing, and once again, like I said a couple of at this point hours, a couple of hours ago. I don't want to play this super recklessly because I do love this game. I really do. Believe me, I've been having a blast playing Pokemon Platinum. It's been by far, no, maybe not by far, but it's been for sure my favorite Pokemon game so far. In this run in specific, in this Nuzlocke, I don't want to do it again. I don't want to have to go back to the start and play it again. It was bad enough when I did it on Pokemon Emerald, when I was at the 3rd gym and I lost to Watson. Then to do this on the 7th gym or at the Elite Four, if I lose at the Elite Four, which is the likelihood is there for sure, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be so sad. You know what what I've been thinking at the same time? At the same time, I've been thinking that maybe what I need to do is, well, maybe not now because I'm doing this main series with Pokemon in which I just I'm just playing one of each for like in succession. Maybe at some point in time I'm going to have to play one of those really hard ROM hacks where losing and starting over is common, right? Because I feel like one of the reasons why I'm playing so safe in this game is because, not just because I don't want to lose, but it's because I'm kind of scared of what losing might mean. Because I've made a promise to myself that I'm not going to... Imagine that I lose against Cynthia, the last freaking battle of the run. I'm gonna do the run again. I'm gonna play this game again until I'm done with it, right? Until I have beaten it. Because that's the way that I set the challenge for myself. But that just adds a lot of pressure the longer the run goes, because it makes you feel like you've lost time and that you wasted time on something that really didn't come to fruition. That being, and that's the reason why a lot of people in those harder Nuzlocks or hardcore, I'm remembering specifically the one with Pichal and the Emerald Kaizo, where sometimes you would just not get the the encounters you wanted right away, and so he decided, you know what, screw this, this is not a good enough of a run for me to try and justify losing so many hours. And I do understand that. I really do understand people who have that mindset, and it's a necessary mindset for really long and hard challenges. But I am terrible at that mindset. I am admittedly the guy that goes and says, "Oh no, don't worry. Yeah, things look kind of shaky, but we'll figure it out. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll find a way. Things will sort themselves out." And that's not how those games work. So maybe I'll need that shock therapy in order to. I probably shouldn't say this. Is this allowed on Twitch? Saying shock therapy. Shock therapy. I should. But yeah, I'm not super used to that kind of mindset or doing that kind of things. Okay, we're almost there for attack. I think that I'm gonna finish giving Barboach the EVs that it needs, and then I'm just going to explore a little bit Sunny Shore, honestly. See what I can get from the city itself. I feel like this is going to be one of this will probably mean that this is going to be a shorter stream, and I'm aware of that. But I'm completely fine with. I just don't. I'd rather. I know that. How do I put this? My whole philosophy was that I would like to make the things that I would like to watch, and by that I mean not just videos, but also when it comes to streams. Yeah? So, and I feel like I won't be providing anything like that if I am just out here grinding, even if I am talking with people. That's and that's something that I really like to do, but it's not the kind of thing that I want to do. Right? Because it feels like even if when I'm talking to other people, it will feel like it's not a waste of their time. People are only here because they want to, right? But it's not what I want to. That's not what I want to give. I think that's the easiest way of putting it. So I think that I might cut this stream short if that's the case. One thing that I'm really excited about as well is when I do end up finishing this game, and when I finish this Nuzlocke challenge, I am going to want to do a tier list for Gen 4 Pokemon like I did with the Gen 1, 2, and 3. I really like doing those. I actually really like doing tier lists in general. I think that they end up allowing to provide a lot of fun moments between me and you guys, between whoever's streaming and chat, because the opinions are just going to diverge so much that, but in a healthy way, right? As some people will, well, get thrown overboard there. But in general, it's just a really fun, and it's really fun to trigger people as well. It just lay out the occasional controversial take in order to see chat burn and vilify yourself a little bit more. It's always nice. So much so that I've been considering making some tier list streams that are not related to gaming or anything like that in the near future. Something as simple as fruit. Fruit tier list. I would love to do that because I love fruit. And food related is really good. Is a really good one. There's one that I really want to do as well. I know that it's highly illegal because it's copyrighted stuff, but who gives a shit? I'll take the bullet for it. We'll just stream it and then not be posted anywhere else. It's going to be our little secret. I really want to do a tier list, and the concept of the whole tier list is just listening to and ranking all the Digimon openings and endings and battle songs. I guess I couldn't call it battle songs. I had this idea while I was at work. Like the last couple of days at work, I've been feeling not feeling. It's not that I've been demotivated, but I've been given a lot of work that it's just repetitive and boring, I guess. And so in order to motivate myself, I need to get some hype music going before so I can endure it. Truth be told, it's as simple as that. In order for me to survive a full day of work where the work is boring, I'll just pop in music that hypes me up. And music that hypes me up are anime songs. Some anime songs are pretty hype. And the Digimon songs in specific hype me up a lot. And I think it was last Monday or so, I booted up a playlist on YouTube that was just real, like what I just said, with Digimon openings and endings and battle songs and stuff like that. And I started listening to them, and I was like, you know what? I've only watched the first 4 seasons, but I have strong opinions about the several songs. So why not do a stream where I just listen to the songs with other people, and then we rank them? I think that would be pretty cool. And I think that I'll have a couple of controversial takes. I'm gonna spoil it right now while I'm at it. It was mainly because I was listening to I'm gonna call it Generations. Not Generations, but the first 3 anime. So Adventure, O2, and Tamers. I think that the songs that they use for Evolution are really good, and that they also fit the battle very well. But I think that for Digimon Frontier, the song fits Evolution very well, like super well. But the fight itself, it doesn't fit as well. That being said, the Digimon Frontier has also one of the most memorable ending songs out of all of them. Probably one of the best. If it's not the best, it was very up there with Tamers and O2. I think I like the ending of O2, Tamers, and Frontier. The first ending of Frontier better than I like the Adventure song, the I Wish by Ai Maeda. But I guess that I'm already getting ahead of myself on this one, am I not? Me, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Also, me gets ahead of himself. Classicness. Ah. Have you guys had? Do you guys have any song that's been stuck in your head lately? I know this is a random, random ass question. There's been a song, well, not super recently, to be fair, but I'm not super recently. But I guess that the song that I most lately been super hooked to was by Paramore and their latest album. I think that's a really fun album. I know that the most people will disagree with me here, but I think that the last Paramore album is, even though it's very different from their previous work, it's some of their best. It was their sound for the last album was very I'm gonna call it a mixture of alt rock, pop rock, alt pop rock, and and indie rock as well. And somehow I really like it. It's not usually a style that or a genre that I listen to a lot, but that hit me really nicely. Especially, and that was the point that I was trying to make. There's a song in specific in that album from Paramore called Crave that I really dig. It's and it's kind of a slow song, but it's not a happy song either, but it's the I don't know, it just gives me like some sort of a nostalgic feeling to it, and I like it a lot. It's called Crave. Crave is a really good song on that album. That album has some pretty good songs though. It's a very solid album. Also been super into Bring Me the Horizon lately, and I'm going to see them again in July, which reminds me that I need to find a place to stay in July, like for the festival. I still haven't found a place for me to stay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to the campsite. I know that one of my friends is going to the campsite. One of the people that I'm going with is going to camp at the festival. I've never done that. I've never camped at a festival, but I've never been in a situation where camping made sense at a festival, because the festival that I've been to so far, I've always been in places such as like in Lisbon, and if I'm going to a festival in Lisbon, I'm gonna go home. It's like an hour and a half at most from the festival site to my house. My sister has done it. There's this festival at the south of Portugal where she's been to. It's more like electronic music and stuff like that. Not really my vibe, but she's been there and she's camped there. And I haven't been camping in a long time. I was a kid the last time that I camped. Well, maybe not a kid, but a teenager. Last time that I camped, and it wasn't really a outdoor nature camping kind of stuff. It was more of a... It wasn't glamping either. Although I have been glamping, and that's kind of fun. Glamping is pretty fun. But I went to this camping place where... well, it had some facilities there. They would have like a pool. They would have a football field, like a small one, the 5v5 football field. They would also have like a cafe and stuff like that, and also had access to a beach, a private beach. Oh, the first time that I've seen a cricket tot here. Okay, they had access to a private beach, so that was also pretty fun. Not for me because I'm white, like super white. The sun burns my skin and it hurts even when I'm using the strongest sun cream. It's a pain. It's not the easiest time. But I remember at that time I used to spend the first time that I went there, that we went camping there, because we went camping there like twice, but the second time around someone went through our stuff when we were out and about, or just I think we were at the beach, and someone just decided to yoink stuff from our tent. So that was not fun. But the first time that I went there, I remember being the whole time just playing football. There's this fun story at that place with my sister, which was even younger than I was. But my sister was like, she was super young, and people were living. Oh, she just got home, so I'm probably not gonna. No, I ran away from my shanks. I'm stupid. I'm not gonna tell that. I can tell that on another stream. Yeah, I'll tell that on another stream. It's fine. But yeah, I spent the whole time just playing football there. Not very well because I suck at football. But it is what it is. It be what it be. But yeah, I still need to find a way to a place to stay when I'm in Spain for, well, a couple of months now. 3 months from now. I'll figure it out. I've always figured stuff out. Also trying to figure out, not figure out, we're going to go with Luna to a doggy hotel very soon, me and my mom, because we need to check for places for her to stay at whenever we're going on vacation later this year. We're trying to schedule or book some vacations to the Azores Islands. So this is an archipelago that's part of Portugal, but that's like in the middle of the Atlantic. But yeah, we're trying to finish this here with the bar boat. I'm probably going to do all of this off stream. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to. Am I going to sack this? I want to avoid sacking this dude. But I might try, like, if I need a free switch, I might just bring a Pokemon to not die, but something that's not super important for me throughout the game, like from here on out. There are Pokemon who will lose their importance, so bringing them just to sack probably could be an option. But I want to finish the attack. I want to finish the attack training here for Barboach, and then explore a little bit of Sunny Shore, and end the stream by talking a little bit about the strategy for the fight against Volkner. Right? Does that sound a good idea? I think that sounds like a pretty decent idea. Ooh, but I accidentally put a speed EV onto it. I think I killed a Starly instead of a Luxio. Feels bad. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's not the worst of situations to be in. I was gonna say that I am quite excited for this weekend. There's a reason why I'm not streaming this Friday, and I moved the stream to Thursday. First of all, I just got good news. I was meant to go to work on Thursday because I had a on-site meeting with a coworker, but she said that she was gonna postpone. So I'm considering that I went to the office 4 times, which is double of what I usually go throughout the week, and double the minimum that I need to go throughout a week. I think I'm just gonna balance it out by not skipping work, but working from home tomorrow. Especially considering that there's not going to be like very important meetings that I need to attend. If there were important meetings that I needed to attend and that it would be better for me to attend in person, I would. But since that's not the case, I'm gonna take this chance to just sleep a little bit more. Because if you think about it, it's a pretty big difference between sleeping in, like, usually when I go to work, I wake up at like 7:30, something like that. But then when I'm working from home, I wake up on top of my daily. So the best case scenario, I wake up at like 9, which is already an hour and a half more more time to sleep. A couple more minutes, 90 minutes more to sleep in my cozy little bed. Whilst if I were to if I want to risk it a little bit more, I can wake up at like 9:25 or get up at 9:25, turn on my PC and, you know, brush my teeth while the PC is turning on and get ready for the first meeting of the day, which is our daily meeting. I just realized that my Glade doesn't have any... I haven't spread out the EVs for my Glade. Holy, no, not spread out, but I haven't picked out what EVs I'm gonna put on my Glade. That's kind of weird. I was expecting me to already have done that. Huh. Okay. No. What the fuck? I pressed up to go to the attack, to the fight list. What the fuck? Sorry, I was just looking at at the data that I have here. This is a really good tool. There's this really... Do you see the overlay that there's like down there with the Pokemon and the badges and all that? That is all done via a tool that... Actually, thank you, Crow, for recommending it to me, or for knowing that it exists, because I didn't know it did. Which is called PokeLink, which allows you to just link your game to your OBS, I guess. And with that, you can get a couple of scenes, such as the Pokemon down there and the badges and all that. But it also provides you with some very fun tools when it comes to the game you're playing. Like, for example, right now I am playing this game and it's telling me what Pokemon I have in my party, and more specifically, it's telling me the natures, the ability, the EVs, even the hidden power types and all that. And I guess that it is a bit of a cheating mechanic, but I would have figured it out some other way, like by with a damage calculator, for example. I could probably know how many EVs I have on my Pokemon, even without a tool such as this. It just makes it easier to access that kind of information, and it's useful. I never really realized how much EVs specifically, IVs not so much, and I guess that natures neither. I guess they do affect in some very small niches, but it's fun to see how much the small stats that you don't usually see affect the game of Pokemon, in this case. The game of Pokemon. Like this is some sort of age-old game that is very respectable and cherished by... I mean, it just doesn't have the antiquity of some other titles. Not even in gaming, I'm just talking about like chess. The game of chess makes sense. The game of Pokemon kind of makes it sound silly. One day it will be. One day you will look at the stuff that you consider common, and some people will look at it like it's some sort of a relic, and that's fun to think about. It's I remember when I was trying to make a tabletop based game in Unity specifically, and I was following this tutorial that this guy was putting on. Can we talk about Unity? Are people chill with Unity again? I don't know how the whole drama with the platform went, or with the creators went. Either way, the first time that I was trying to get into game dev and looking into I wanted to make my own tabletop. It was a mix of like a tabletop game and Mario Party, I guess it's a good combo. And I watched the tutorial on how people would make that, right? And the guy based off the game off of one of the oldest games that he based off the tutorial off of one of the oldest games that there is known to existence that's still playable, and that is actually showcased in a museum. It's called I think it's called the Royal Game of Ur, where you just have to throw a couple of pebbles and shit like that, and you would kind of like die, and you would move some pieces, some other pebbles on top of a board in a specific order, and I kind of wanted to do a game like that with some added wackiness because of course, I would. One thing that I also kind of want to do, but I'm not sure if I'll actually ever do, is do a video log of my days. Not of the full day, but just like end the day, kind of like when I the idea I first had it when I was doing the video for the post game. The whole thing of me turning on the camera and saying, hey, this is NES log 27, for example, was not a super innocent idea. Well, innocent as in it wasn't an evil idea either, but more like it wasn't without its logic. It wasn't me going like, oh, this would be random and funny. No, at the time I was thinking something of starting something like that, of at the end of a day, just log in a video whatever I did. And the only reason why I didn't do it was like, what was the point of it? Is it for you to feel? Are you ever going to watch those logs? Are you ever going to do anything with those? I mean, if it meant just for fun, right? That's also a valid reason to do things, right? But nevertheless, I kind of want to do it, and maybe I'll do it. I'm just not sure when. And I also have this big problem, and it's something that I need to fight against myself eventually. When I'm thinking about making any change that's somewhat significant in my life, or something that I've been hyping myself to do, I always try to find a date that signifies something. Like, for example, I'm gonna start doing this when I finish this, or I'm gonna start doing this when I start this other thing, or I'm gonna do this on Monday rather than starting it right now. Exercise is a good example. I keep postponing week after week going back to exercise because it's not that it has any kind of significance, but I just like the roundness of everything, really. So if I want to do exercise, if I want to start an exercising routine, it must start on a Monday because it's a routine, right? And that's when routines start. I don't want to start the routine halfway through. No, that's stupid. That makes no sense. I have good news for everyone. Well, I have bad news for me. Apparently, I put two speed EVs, so I killed 2 Starlies by accident, and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, I have good news for everyone, myself included. We are 5 Lux Shinks away from finishing this grind. But that also brings the sad news that we're also 5 Shinks away. Well, now we're only 1 Shinks away. We are 1 Shinks away for me going, or 1 Shinks closer to the end of the stream. Well, for you, this is going to be the end of this grind. For me, it's going to be the beginning. And that's going to be something that I'm not super looking forward to, but fuck it, we ball. Let's go to Sunny Shore City and let's see what the people around here have to say. See if anyone gives us anything or any important piece of lore that might be, well, either useful or fun. But no, this seems like kind of just the kind of boring old town. Actually, well, what the hell is this? I was just saying this, but what is this place? There's a lot of trainer-looking people here, and I don't want to make any mistakes there. No, but I think... Wait, there are trainers here. Guitarist Arturo. What the hell? Oh, this is something related to the... Oh, they're gonna talk about secret bases, I think. Okay. Okay, they're actually not going to do anything, but I got kind of scared because I saw somewhere that there are trainers around here. Sunny Shore Market. What is this? I'm not going to go there. I just want... Wait, what? A long time ago, there was a boy named Cyrus who lived there. He seemed to shun others and prefer the company of machines. He was a brilliant student, I recall. I often wonder what became of him. Oh, you don't want to know. Julia's house. Delightful ribbons for Pokemon. Probably... Okay. Yeah, she's not going to give me anything, so... Yeah, this is the exploring part. Giant rock, is it really a Pokemon? Hello? Oh, it is. It looks like a Snorlax. That's so cute. That is so cute. Yo, what's up? What's this? Vista Lighthouse. Is this something that we can access? So you're the latest challenger up against the Sunny Shore Gym. Alright, I've decided. If I find it to be weak, I'm going to challenge the book. Okay. Is that Volkner? I think I just talked with Volkner. Yo, that actually looks kind of sick. That looks kind of sick, not gonna lie. Okay, there's... So I needed to bring him back from the lighthouse. I didn't know that. Whoopsie. Wait, there's a rock plant. Ooh, Thunderstone. Can I use it? I can guess I can use it if I want to get a Jolteon. Which I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I have an Eevee just laying around, so I might evolve it into Jolteon. I still haven't decided what I'm going to evolve it into. But yeah, I feel like this is as good a time as any to end the stream. I'm starting to get a little bit tired too. This was unfortunately, especially work-wise, it was a very, very long and hard-working day. And tomorrow was going to be the same thing. But I kind of inherited the task from a coworker of mine, and I needed to patch up a couple of things that people realized needed to be fixed. But it's still annoying to do that kind of work because I need to get all the context that he had, and it was the context not just from him but also from another coworker. So I guess that at the end of the day I'm a bit tired, but I am excited. I'm excited because tomorrow we're going to be playing some more Elden Ring. I'm thinking about next week just doing a stream where I'm not going to be do one stream of Pokemon Platinum, one stream of Elden Ring, and then something else. I want to do something else at some point. I'm also excited about some other stuff now that I think about it. I'm gonna go to the stream ending because I get a little bit bigger here. Not what I wanted to show. What can I show? Yeah, I can show this. I can show this. I'm quite excited for the weekend too, because it's going to be I'm going to a wedding with Kati. The only thing that's gonna be kind of it's that it's going to be the whole weekend, and usually I need a full day for myself to just unwind from after a week. I don't know if you guys feel the same. From time to time, usually once a week, I need a day to unwind and then just exist, be myself, and not be myself, I'm always myself, but be by myself rather. That's what I wanted to say. Be by myself, and it's not really shut myself down and just be I mean properly just recharge my social batteries and my batteries in general. Do something that it's actually just fun and not a responsibility or anything like that. Not that streams are a responsibility or anything like that. I'm just, you guys know what I mean. Just chill. But I'm excited. I get to try on my I talked to this on the announcement for this week's schedule, which I don't think I've posted here. I don't think I've updated this. No, I haven't. Huh, I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's already been 2 streams. I forgot to update it. I think something went wrong because I remember doing that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I didn't update this. Whoops, this is the most important place to have it. God damn it. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well, but I get to showcase my new green suit. It was kind of fun because I went out to buy the suit with Kati, right? And she, at the time, right, I don't know if you guys know, but why would you? The only suit that I had at the time was a red one, like a Bordeaux. It's not super flashy, but it's a dark red one, like almost like a wine color, a red wine color. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna get myself something a little bit more sober, something a little bit more normal, like a blue suit or a gray suit, or maybe not black. Black is a little bit too funeral like. Sounds so bad. But I wanted to buy one. But then Kati just went to a store and went, "Yo, you need to check out this green suit." And I was like, "Green suit? But like that's kind of flashy." And no, just check it out. It's like this really dark green suit, right? And it's pretty. It's really pretty. I'm gonna send you some pictures when I have it for sure. I'm gonna post it on the Discord server and on Twitter probably, Instagram for sure. Which I still haven't gotten around to create a Instagram just for the stream. That reminds me. Things have been super more scuffed than before when it comes to stream. I used to plan things so much more, which is kind of funny because there's been a lot of streams from before. Like from time to time I watch back on some streams that I did mainly for videos when I'm trying to select some clips. And there are so many times in which I just go like, oh, I'm so unprepared for this. But somehow lately I've been less prepared than I was before. So that's funny. That's really funny. Oh well, it is what it is, and I think that I'm dilly-dallying a little bit. I want to do the usual. So if you guys haven't done so already, feel free to click this button. Wait, not this button. You can gift a sub as well, so feel free to do so. But you'll find the follow button down here on your Twitch, and it would be, I would very much appreciate if you enjoyed it, and if you did that, if you I don't know how to talk. I'd appreciate a follow if you enjoyed the stream. That's what I'm trying to say. And also feel free to join the Discord server, follow me on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and the VODs. The YouTube has some pretty good videos, but I think that the last 2 really hit the spot for me. So all of them are. I'm really proud of all of them, and I wouldn't change anything about them, but the last 2, really good. So yeah, follow the socials, follow the stream, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.